us study properties of inverse trigonometric function. Let us recall that if y is equal to sine inverse x, then x is equal to sine y. This is equivalent to x is equal to sine y. Now replace the value of y. This is equivalent to x is equal to sine of sine inverse x, whose domain is closed interval -1 to 1. This implies sine of sine inverse x equals x for x belonging to closed interval -1 to 1. And if x is equal to sine y, then y is equal to sine inverse x. This is equivalent to sine inverse sine x is equal to x, and whose range is closed interval -π/2 to π/2. Same is true for other 5 inverse trigonometric functions as well. We will now prove some properties of inverse trigonometric functions. We will now prove some properties of inverse trigonometric functions. Sine inverse 1 by x equals cosec inverse x for x greater than equal to 1 or x less than equal to -1. To prove the result, let cosec inverse x equals y. This implies cosec y equals x. We know that cosec y equals 1 by sine y. This implies 1 by sine y equals x. On interchanging, 1 by x equals sine y. This implies sine inverse 1 by x equals y. Now, we put cosec inverse x in place of y. Hence, sine inverse 1 by x equals cosec inverse x. We will now prove following property of inverse trigonometric function. Cos inverse 1 by x equals sec inverse x for x greater than equal to 1 or x less than equal to -1. To prove the result, let sec inverse x equals y. This implies sec y equals x. Now we know that sec y equals 1 by cos y. Therefore, 1 by cos y equals x. On interchanging, 1 by x equals cos y. This implies cos inverse 1 by x equals y. Now, we put sec inverse x in place of y. Hence, cos inverse 1 by x equals sec inverse x. To prove following property of inverse trigonometric function. Tan inverse 1 by x equals cot inverse x for x greater than 0. To prove the result, let cot inverse x equals y. This implies cot y equals x. We know that cot y equals cos y divided by sin y. Therefore, cos y divided by sin y equals x. This implies 1 by x equals sin y divided by cos y. We know that sin y divided by cos y equals tan y. Therefore, 1 by x equals tan y. This implies y is equal to tan inverse 1 by x. Now, we put cot inverse x in place of y. Hence, tan inverse 1 by x equals cot inverse x.